Hello, hello, welcome back to Yesterday Today, bringing you the best sounds of yesterday today. I'm Jake Westbrook as usual, and my very puzzled-looking companion here is McLean Westbrook. What's your deal, bud?
What are all of these boxes full of? What is happening?
Ties, McLean. Neckties. They're all neckties. Boxes and boxes and boxes full of neckties.
There's not even enough room to move around. This is a fire hazard for sure. Why is there boxes of neckties?
Interesting question. I thought I thought you'd never bring it up, McLean. All right. So you know how Sydney Snorthoff, the janitor, he repainted the room last week.
Yeah, Sydney had to repaint the room because he punched the giant hole in the wall. Yeah, I know that.
Blame and who did what. Let's not talk about that now. Point is...
Yeah, we don't have to talk about you punching the giant hole in the wall. Yeah, we can talk about that later.
Right. Well, our landlord decided that necessitated a raise in the old rent, having a new paint job. And I figured we could cover these expenses, McLean, by making a little money on the side. So I found this wonderful opportunity online.
Oh.
I got recruited by a friend of mine who I haven't seen since high school, and he contacted me out of the blue and was like, "Hey, I think you'd be perfect for this." So what I do, McLean, is this company is called, what do they call it? A MIN-LM. It's like multi-level marketing, but to men. So what happens is they recruit me. I spend a little money up front, just a little, to buy products that I can then resell to make money, to make profit.
You're being recruited by a pyramid scheme?
It's not a pyramid scheme. No. That's totally different. A pyramid scheme is where, like, the guy at the top makes money and the guy on the bottom doesn't make any money. See, what happens here is, if I recruit people to sell underneath me, they make money and I make a cut of what they make.
Jake,
and if they recruit people, then I make money from what those... Yeah?
This is a pyramid scheme. They're
McLean,
obviously just handing you...
You are being a negative Nancy.
Jake, let me see one of those ties.
Right. Yeah, this one's fine. Here you go. Here.
Yeah, that's paper thin. I just ripped it in half.
Well, maybe that one was defective. Look, McLean, these are quality ties.
These are literally the flimsiest things I've ever seen.
McLean, you know what's coming up? Father's Day. You know what's big on Father's Day? Neckties. Ugly neckties. I've got... Oh, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 40 boxes here of ugly neckties. I guarantee you, I am going to sell them all by the end of the week. Now, if you will stop being such a toxic, negative person, McLean, we can get on with Yesterday
Jake,
Today. Which, by the way...
I don't like the new Jake, I'll be honest.
Anyway, Father's Day is actually the theme of the show today. We're talking all about Father's Day today. And first up, we have an episode of the Phil Harris Show, which deals with just that holiday. It is called The Forgotten Father, from June 21st, 1953.
RCA Victor, world leader in radio, first in recorded music, and first in television, presents transcribed the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show. For your enjoyment, here is the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, written by Ray Singer with Dick Chevillet, with Elliot Lewis, Walter Tetley, Robert North, Janine Roos, Ann Whitfield, Walter Scharf in his music, and yours truly, Bill Foreman. Today is the one day dedicated to the forgotten man, the American father. And if every father was like Phil Harris, he'd deserve to be forgotten. More about that later. First, a word from RCA Victor. You may think you keep a close check on your money, but do you know how much you have in your pocket right now? Don't look, take a guess. Now go ahead and check. How far off were you, 25 or 30 cents? Well, for as little as that every day, you can buy the finest television there is, RCA Victor. You'd never miss the money. New RCA Victor television is priced as low as $199.95. And every RCA Victor has the automatic magic monitor, an exclusive circuit system that automatically brings in and holds the finest pictures possible. The magic monitor automatically screens out interference, automatically steps up power, and automatically ties the clearest picture to the best sound. Ask your dealer about his particular easy payment plan. How, after a small down payment, it may take only pennies a day to own America's most advanced TV. RCA Victor television with the magic monitor. Here's another good reason for owning an RCA Victor. America's only coast-to-coast factory organization for expert installation and maintenance is available exclusively to owners of RCA Victor television. The RCA factory service contract is one more reason why every year more people buy RCA Victor than any other television. And now the stars of the RCA Victor program, Alice Faye and Phil Harris. Although it isn't commonly known, Phil Harris is an avid horticulturist, and he spends quite a bit of time cultivating flowers. This morning he awoke early and decided to putter around his garden. He's fussing over a flower bed as Elliot Lewis arrives on the scene.
Oh, gee, to think this should happen to me.
Hiya, Curly.
Oh, Elliot, wait till you hear what happened to me. It's awful.
What's the matter, Curly?
I got cutworms in my tuberous begonias.
Well, at your age, you got to expect those things.
Look, Elliot, you don't understand. This is a calamity. I've got cutworms in my begonias. Now, what am I going to do?
It's very simple. Sprinkle some Malvin on the sassafras.
What's a sassafras?
You figure it out. I'm still working on tuberous begonia.
Hey, wait a minute. I know what to do. I got to stop them before they spread. They're liable to get into my zinnias and pyracanthus.
Oh, you're real nervous today. What are you doing in the garden, anyway?
Well, I came out to pick some flowers for the house. Today is a festive occasion. It's the most important day in the year for me. Do you know what the day is?
The 5th anniversary of the invention of the disposable beer bottle.
No, it's... Is it 5 years already? Seems like only yesterday that I used to carry them back to the store and get 2 cents apiece on them.
All right, Curly, what is today?
Today is my day. It's Father's Day.
Oh, I thought it was something important. This whole thing's just a gimmick to get presents from your children.
Look, Elliot, there's more to this day than just getting presents. Now, when you have your own children, you'll know how precious they are. Why, they're like flowers. They're like... Well, for example, my 2 little girls are like these tuberous begonias.
Why, they got cutworms, too? Must be hereditary.
Ain't nothing sacred to you.
Of course there is. Curly, what'd your kids give you for Father's Day?
Well, they didn't give me anything yet.
The cheapskates.
They're not cheap. They weren't awake yet when I came out here. Don't worry, my 2 little flowers have something for me.
If they don't, you can plow them under.
Look, Elliot, you don't seem to understand. I don't care if my daughters give me presents or not. The thing is the attention and fuss that they make over me on Father's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Look, as soon as I pick a few more flowers, we'll go in the house and I'll show you what I mean. You just watch the fuss my children make over me.
Mother, where's Daddy?
He's outside working in the garden with Uncle Elliot. Where'd you put his present?
We hid it upstairs in the closet, right next to the present we got for Uncle Elliot.
Well, why did you buy Uncle Elliot a present for Father's Day?
Well, we felt sorry for him. He doesn't have any children, and besides, he sent us a threatening letter.
Oh, he's a cute kid. What'd you get for him?
Well, we got Uncle Elliot a pair of socks, and we got Daddy a beautiful silk robe with his initials on it. Shall we go outside and give them their presents now?
No. I want you to wait until later. I'm planning a little surprise dinner for Daddy, and I bought him a cake with Happy Father's Day on it, and you can give him all his presents at dinner time.
Oh, good. I love parties.
And I'm going to make it like a real party for you, too. You girls were so thoughtful buying a present for your daddy that I bought you each a present. Alice, I got you a pair of roller skates, and Phyllis, I got you a big teddy bear.
Where are they, Mother?
Well, I left your packages on the kitchen table, but you can't open them now. You'll have to wait until dinner when we can open all presents together. Now, you 2 girls run along outside and play. And remember, not a word to your father. Let's keep this a real Father's Day surprise.
Okay, Mother. We'll go out now and...
Hey, hi, Allison. Well, if it isn't my 2 little daughters. standing there waiting for their daddy on Father's Day with their little outstretched arms full of absolutely nothing. Look, girls, there seems to be something that you've forgotten. You see, today is, well, it's the one day that...
You've forgotten too, huh? Well, as soon as you remember, Daddy, call us. We'll be outside playing. Goodbye. Bye, Daddy.
Big fuss they made over you for Father's Day. They didn't even shake your hand.
Can't understand it. No presents either. Nothing. If one of them had at least slipped me a half a bucket of these.
I think your children are a couple of ingrates.
You're right. After all the things I've done for them.
What had you done for them?
I'll tell you what I've done for them. I sacrificed my whole life for my children. When I married you, I was studying to be a doctor. But when the children came along, I realized I couldn't make enough money as a surgeon. So I turned in my rubber gloves and became a wine taster for Manischewitz. Muscatel division.
And very few men make sacrifices like that. Did you make more money as a wine taster?
No. But somehow I was always happier. Gee, I think of nothing but my kids. Every penny I get my hands on is divided equally between them and Santa Anita. Do everything for your kids, and what do? They forget you. Well, if they don't care for me around here, I know what I'll do. I'll run away from home.
Oh,
Don't
Phil.
try to stop me. I'll wrap my clothes in a little bundle, tie them on a stick hanging on my shoulder, and away I go.
Bye and have a nice time.
Alice, you mean that you would let me go?
How can you be so heartless, Alice? You're going to let this poor 56-year-old tot go out on his own? What will he do with himself at night?
I'll think of something. Alice, how can the children forget me on Father's Day, the one day that...
Stop it, Phil. Nobody forgot you. Happy Father's Day, dear. I have a present for you.
You have? What is it?
A song. Wait till I get the band out of the broom closet, and I'll sing it for you. This year's crop of kisses don't seem as sweet to me. This year's crop just misses what kisses used to be. This year's new romance doesn't seem to have a chance, even helped by Mr. Moon above. This year's crop of kisses is not for me, for I'm still wearing last year's love.
This year's crop of kisses don't seem as sweet to me. It can't be explained that this year's crop just misses what kisses used to be. This year's new romance doesn't seem to have a chance, even helped by Mr. Moon above. This year's crop of kisses is not for me, for I'm still wearing last year's love.
Alice, that was the nicest Father's Day present I ever received. Of course, it ain't what I had in mind. Well, I thought the kids would get me something.
Oh, Phil, I may as well tell you. They did get you something.
Oh, they did? Ha, ha, ha. I knew they wouldn't forget their cute little curly-headed daddy.
And they got a present for you, too, Elliot.
Oh, they did? I knew they wouldn't forget my cute little poison pen letter. Well, don't stand there, Alice. Where's my present?
Oh, man, I can't wait to see mine, too. Where are they,
Oh,
Alice?
now, wait a minute. You'll see them later. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going upstairs and finish making the beds. If you happen to see the presents, keep your hands off of them. Better yet, don't go snooping around looking for them now.
Oh, we wouldn't think of doing a thing like that, would we, Elliot? Elliot, where are you?
Under the sofa looking for my present.
What's the matter with you? Alice told us not to look for the presents, and we shouldn't. Now, come out from under the sofa.
All right, I'll come out. You better give me a hand, Curly. Curly, where are you?
In the fireplace. Sometime they hide them up in the chimney. No, nothing up here.
Well, there must be someplace around here. Where would kids hide
Wait a
presents?
minute.
What?
I know. The built-in wood box there.
Nah, there's nothing in here, Curly. It's empty.
No, I mean in the back of the box. Look, see that small opening?
Yeah.
The kids are always crawling in there. They use it for a hiding place, a secret cave.
Good. Let's crawl in and get the presents.
That's impossible.
Why?
That opening's too narrow for either one of us to get in there. Shoulders are too broad. Now, if we had a skinny guy to get in there and we could go...
Good morning, Philip.
Well, if it ain't no shoulders, Faye. The human pipe cleaner.
98 pounds of nothing.
Yeah.
He should fit fine.
What are you fellas doing at the woodbox?
My kids hid my Father's Day present in back of the wall, and we're too big to get in there, and we thought that maybe you'd crawl in there for us.
Well, why should I crawl in there and get your present?
Oh, wait a minute, you stupid. I forgot to tell you. They got a present in there for you, too.
Oh, isn't that sweet of them? Well, of course I'll go in. Just step aside. Oh, dear, I don't think I can make it. That opening is 12 inches wide, and my shoulders are too broad.
They won't be when you take your coat off. Come on, let's have it.
Very well, I'll take it off. There.
Attaboy, where'd he go?
I'm right here.
Wow. Look at that built. Hey, his shoulders stick out almost as far as his ears.
Hey, don't let him kid you, Willie. Come on, crawl through there now and get them presents.
Oh, all right. Oh, it's a tight squeeze.
Don't worry, you're going to make it. All you need's a little push. Wait a minute. There you go.
Okay, Willie, hand out the presents.
There's nothing in here.
Now, how do you like that? We go through all this trouble and there ain't nothing in there.
Well, Curly, where else would the kids hide the presents?
I don't know.
Fellows, I'm stuck. I can't get out.
Let me think now. Where could them presents be?
Please help me. I tell you, I'm
Will
stuck.
you be quiet? I'm trying to think.
Hey, Curly, do you think the kids might have hidden the presents in another room?
Fellows, please do something. I'm stuck in here and I can't get out. I tell you, I can't get out.
We heard you. Come on, Curly, let's go in the other room. I can't think with all this noise going on.
Hey, Elliot, do you think we ought to leave Willie in the wall?
Why not? We got no further use for him.
True. But No, look, we better get him out of there. Look, let's go out in the garage and get a saw, and we can make that hole a little bit. Come on, Elliot, let's go through the kitchen.
I don't see why we have to waste our time on him. I'm anxious to see my present. Hey, Curly, on the kitchen table there, what do you see?
Hey, a cake with Happy Father's Day on it.
Yeah, but what do you see right next to it?
Yeah. 2 gift-wrap packages. A big one and a small one.
I hope you'll get something nice in your small one.
You know something? I bet you're right.
What?
The small one has got to be for me because the kids probably got me the pipe I wanted.
Well, why guess, Curly? Let's open them and see.
Okay, No, Elliot, we can't do this. It's cheating. Let's wait until the children give them to us.
After all the trouble we went through to find them, let's open them.
No, now, I tell you can't open the packages. We promised Alice we'd keep our hands off of them.
All right, we'll keep our hands off of them. You hold them steady with your feet, and I'll bite them open.
Ah. That wouldn't be cheating. Well, let's get started. I'll hold the packages with my feet, and you start nibbling on the string.
Okay, Curly.
That got it. Now to see what's in my package. I can't wait to see what my little girls bought me there.
What'd you get, Curly?
A pair of roller skates. They must be after my insurance money. I'll break my neck on these things. What did they get you?
A wind-up teddy bear.
Your present's better than mine.
Why is a teddy bear better than roller skates?
Well, you can take yours to bed with you. I have to take mine off at night. Alice don't like cold wheels on her back.
I think your kids are a couple of wise brownies. What kind of presents are these?
I guess the kids are getting back at me. For their birthdays, I gave each of them one of my records.
Which record?
Oh, I don't remember. Nobody ever plays my record around here. Let's spin it and see what happens. I just called up to tell you that I'm rugged but right. A rambling and a gambling man, I'm free every night. I eat a porterhouse steak 3 times a day from a board. More than any guy in this whole town can afford. I got a big electric fan to keep me cool when I sleep. A mattress stuffed with dollar bills to tickle my feet. My motto is meet 'em and cheat 'em and love 'em and leave 'em and break 'em in right. I just called up to tell you that I'm rugged but right. My house was built with pawn shop tickets, red, white, and blue. My suits are made of tiger skins right out of the zoo. I got a lot of money in the bank, I made it myself. The hearts of all my girlfriends lying right on the shelf. The gals all stop and whistle every time I go by. But I'm pretty darn particular, I'm telling no lie. I'm in there wheeling and dealing and really appealing and high as a kite. Come on, let's fly together, 'cause I'm rugged but right. I just called up to tell you that I'm rugged but fair. You caused me plenty worry, put this gray in my hair. You got the lips that sunk the ships of England, France, and Peru. Well, I'm just like Napoleon, 'cause you're my Waterloo. I'd like a 15-minute intermission in U-48. Love to make it longer, but I've got a late date. My morals have always been gone with the wind, so let's breeze it tonight. I just called up to tell you that I'm rugged but right. Don't overdo it, 'cause I really overdoed it last night. Hey, Elliot, how'd you like that?
Shh. Quiet, Curly.
What's the matter?
Your singing put my teddy bear to sleep. And I don't want to wake you.
Oh, be quiet.
I won't be quiet. Your daughter's giving me a teddy bear. I don't think it's a funny gag.
Elliot, it's not supposed to be a gag. You don't understand children. It's their way of expressing their emotions.
Oh, them crazy, mixed-up kids.
Look, Elliot, don't you get it? Look, I haven't been playing with my children for a long time, and they gave me roller skates as a hint. Now, when they go roller skating, they want me to go with them.
Mm-hmm. Now explain the bear they gave me.
Well, that's a little more difficult. But I'll have a go at it. Wait a minute. I believe I got it. You see, the girls feel sorry for you. You don't have any children of your own. You're all alone. So they bought you a teddy bear to play with.
I got news for you. I ain't gonna play with it.
Why don't you just try it? You might like it. I know one thing. If my kids want me to skate with them, I'm going to skate with them. And Hey, look here. This linoleum, that's a wonderful place to practice. I'll just take the skates out of the box and put them on. Gee, Mom, they're ball bearings.
Girl, you can go along with this if you want, but not me. When I see your kids, I'm going to tell them what I think of their cockeyed teddy bear.
You're not going to tell them nothing. I ain't going to let you hurt their feelings. When the kids come in, you're going to be playing with them.
Oh, sure. I'll wind it up like this, and then we'll dance around the kitchen floor. Come along with her, Teddy. We're going to dance.
Anybody home? I bring you groceries.
Careful, dear. Don't slip on a linoleum or you're dirtier with a brown coat.
Run for your lives. The rocks in his head have started a landslide.
All right, wait a minute, kid. There's nothing wrong with me.
Then why are you waltzing with that midget in the raccoon coat?
Look, Julius, I ain't
She
walking.
ain't a bad-looking thing, but you ought to oil her. She squeaks a lot. What's her figure like, Mr. Lewis? Take her coat off.
Julius, she happens to be a little bear.
Keep the coat on. I'm too young to look at bear midgets.
Julius, calm now. Just listen for 1 minute. That happens to be a teddy bear.
He's dancing with a teddy bear? Mr. Harris, how can you sit there and watch this childish jerk dance? Mr. Harris, what do you got on your feet?
My roller skates?
Ooh, we got a kitchen full of them today. A roller skater and a teddy bear dancer.
Look, kid, will you just be quiet? Now, give me a hand. I want to stand up on these skates, and I'm a little unsteady.
Okay, upsy-daisy.
Now, wait a minute, Julius. Don't let go of me. Man, I haven't been on these things since I was a kid. In fact, I've forgotten how to skate. Hey, how'd you get going?
That's easy. I'll help you. First of all, I'll point you in the direction I want you to go. Then I get in back of you and give you a nice big push like this.
Wait a minute, Julius, help. I can't stop myself.
Hey, look out, Curly. You're heading right for the...
Dish cabinet.
He couldn't have hit the dish cabinet.
Why not?
I aimed him for the glass cabinet.
I know, but you put too much English on him and you banked him off the sink.
You're right. I think I'll try again. Come on, Mr. Harris, on your feet.
Go away from me, you little thinkit.
Think it?
That's a small think. Look, Elliot, you help me up. What happened anyway?
I'm not sure. It happened so fast. You were standing on your skates like you are now. Julius got in back of you, and he gave you a shove like this.
There he goes again.
Wait a minute, help!
Hey, look out, Curly. You're heading for the kitchen
I
table.
can't help it.
Take on it.
I can't...
Good shot, Mr. Lewis. Now it's my turn again. On your feet, Mr. Harris.
Will you two cut it out? Can't you see I need some help? At least this fall was a little softer than the last one. I landed on something soft and squishy. What'd I sit on anyway?
Well, I ain't sure, but on the seat of your pants it says Happy Father's Day.
Oh, what's all the commotion in here? Oh, no. What happened to my cake?
Turn around, Mr. Harris, and show her.
Phil, what did you do?
Honey, I put the skates on the kids gave me for Father's Day, and I was...
Skates? Phil, the skates are for Alice. I have the presents the children bought you and Elliot right here. I was going to put them on the...
Oh, I might have known that the kids didn't give me any skates. Alice, give me my present.
Yeah, let me have mine, too. I can't wait to see what the kids got me.
Don't grab.
Hey, look what the kids gave me, a beautiful silk robe. What'd they give you, Curly?
35-cent pair of cotton socks. With clocks yet. I was better off with the roller skates.
I'm happy with my silk robe.
I can't
Now,
understand.
just a minute, Elliot. You got the packages mixed up. The robe is for Phil.
Can't be for him. It's got my initials on
Let
it.
me see that robe. I thought so. Those initials are PH.
That's right. Pelliot Hewis.
Alice and Phil will be back in just a moment.
Will you get that, dear?
Yeah, honey.
Is this the Harris residence?
Yeah, but I don't want to buy a thing. There's not a thing we need. My wife and I just ordered an RCA room air conditioner for the kitchen, and we don't need any brooms to sweep because the RCA room air conditioner helps us keep the place free of dust and grime. We don't need any fans because the RCA room air conditioner keeps us cool.
But, sir,
Now, let me finish now. You salesmen never give the other guy a chance to talk. Look, buddy, when I get through with you, you'll go down to your dealers and get an RCA room air conditioner yourself.
Sir, if you let me explain...
Filters the air, cools it, makes it moisture-free, makes you feel better in the summertime, sleep better at night, live better all year round. And besides, you can have it installed and serviced by a skilled RCA service company technician.
Mr. Harris, that's me. Now, if you'll step aside, we'll install your new RCA room air conditioner.
Ain't that murder? You can't tell some guys nothing. This is Phil again, reminding you that 9 out of 10 forest fires can be prevented because 90% of forest fires are man-caused. So don't be an innocent firebug. Be careful with fire in our forests. Thanks, everyone, and good night.
Good night, everybody.
The part of Julius in this program transcribed was played by Walter Tetley. RCA Victor's new super personal portable radio is no bigger than a book, no heavier than a lady's handbag. Yet it plays up to 10 times longer than previous RCA Victor portables its size, without changing batteries. The secret behind these extra listening hours is remarkable new RCA batteries. The battery lifesaver switch can add even more hours. See and try RCA Victor's super personal portable radio at your dealers now.
All right, that was the Phil Harris Alice Faye show from June 21st, 1953. While that was playing, I was making a few sales contacts, reaching out to people through my I have a Facebook page that I'm using to try and sell these ties. Not a lot of interest. Not a lot of interest, I won't lie.
You don't say.
Yeah, I think I'm going to need to focus more on recruiting people if I'm going to make money at this. I'm going to go figure that out, McLean.
Jake, could you repeat back what you just said?
I think if I'm going to make money on this, I need to recruit people to sell the ties for me.
All right, you go think about, you write that down and read it back to yourself a couple times. I'm going to introduce the next show, okay?
Okie doke. Weird guy.
All right, this is an episode of the Archie Andrews show entitled Don't Waken Father, based, of course, on the comics character, Archie Andrews. And the show really just followed the same basic premise of a lot of family shows or teenage shows like the Aldrich Family back in the day. Oddly enough, it seemed like the series mostly focused on Archie's dad, so I think it's especially appropriate for a Father's Day episode here. This is the May 28th, 1949 episode of Archie Andrews.
Relax, Archie. Relax.
Yes, there he is again. The young civilians of readers of Archie Comics magazine know and love so well Archie Andrews and all his gang. And now for our weekly visit to Riverdale. It's early Sunday morning as we look in on the Andrews home, and at the moment things are fairly quiet. Early Sunday morning being one of the few times that condition exists in the Andrews house. However, Mrs. Andrews is already up and working in the kitchen.
Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon with the one you love The sun above, waiting for...
Oh, kiss me, sweet.
Oh, for
Kiss
pity's
me,
sake,
simple.
is that Archie?
Kiss me on
He'll wake
my
his father
little
if he keeps
dimple.
that up.
Kiss me now.
Archie.
Kiss me later.
Archie.
Kiss me like a sweet potato.
Archie.
Kiss me. Oh, hiya, Mom.
Archie Andrews, what on earth are you doing?
Looking for my tennis racket, Mom.
Well, stop that singing.
Gee whiz, don't you like that song?
Archie, I love that song, but I don't think your father will.
Why not?
He's sleeping.
He is? Gee whiz, Mom, I wanted to ask Dad something. That's why I especially came down so early.
Archie, you know your father always sleeps late on Sunday.
Well, yes,
what
but
did you
I-
want to ask him that's so important?
Well, Mom, it's like this.
Yes.
Well, I have a date to play tennis with Veronica later this morning.
Yes.
And, well, I'm kind of financially embarrassed, you might say.
Financially embarrassed? Archie, didn't you get your allowance just yesterday?
Uh-huh. That's what makes it embarrassing.
For pity's sake.
You think Dad will give me some more money, Mom?
Well, not if you wake him up, he won't.
Oh, yeah. You're right, Mom. He would be kind of mad. I won't make a sound, Mom. Not a sound.
All right, see that you don't. Now come out to the kitchen and I'll make you some breakfast.
Okay, Mom.
Oh, dear. Quick, Archie, answer that.
Okay, Mom. I got it. Hello?
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 Oh, Archie, is that you?
Yeah, is that you, Betty?
Uh-huh. Well, why are you whispering? You got a cold?
No, I got a father.
What?
My father. He's sleeping and I don't want to wake him up.
Oh, I see. Well, Archie, I called to ask if you'd like to play tennis this morning.
Tennis? I mean tennis? Did you say play tennis, Betty?
Uh-huh. It's a wonderful day for tennis.
Oh, gee, Betty, I'd love to play tennis, but I have a date.
Oh, you do?
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, Betty, and I better get off the phone before I wake my father up.
Well, all right, Archie. Some other time, perhaps.
Yeah, Betty, some other time, Betty. Bye, Betty.
Bye.
That was Betty.
Archie, somehow I managed to gather that for myself. But I wish he wouldn't call you at this hour on Sunday morning. Now, come on out in the kitchen before you wake your... Oh, dear.
I got it, Mom.
Archie, pick it up.
I am, Mom, I am.
And be quiet.
I'm trying to, Mom, I'm trying. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Archie?
Okay, Mom.
Hey, Archie, this is Jughead.
Oh, gee whiz, it's Jughead, Mom. Jug, you'll have to whisper louder. I can hardly hear you.
Just a minute.
I still can't hear you.
How's this?
I still can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Jug, I can't hear...
Archie!
I mean, I can't hear you, Jug. Jughead, what are you whispering about?
My father's asleep. What are you whispering about?
The same thing.
You're whispering because my father's asleep?
No, Jughead, because my father's asleep.
He is?
Yes, Jug, he is.
Gee whiz, what a coincidence.
Yes, Jug, it's a coincidence. Now, Jug, what do you want anyway?
I just want to know what you're doing today.
Playing tennis with Veronica.
Gee whiz, you are?
Yes, Jug, I are. I mean, I am.
Gee, then I haven't got anything to do.
Well, Jug, listen, why don't you call Betty?
Betty?
Uh-huh. She wants to play tennis, and she has no date. You take her, and we can all play tennis together.
Gee, okay, Archie, that's a good idea.
Okay, Jug. See you later, Jug.
Yeah, bye.
Bye, Jug. That was Jug.
Archie, I could tell. But if you want your father to give you the money to play tennis, you better come out in the kitchen before you wake him up.
Okay, Mom, I am.
I don't know why half the town has to call you at this hour anyway.
Gee whiz, Mom, was it my fault?
No, but you should tell your friends not to call you on Sunday morning.
Okay, Mom, but Dad didn't hear the phone, and nobody else is going to call now, and we've got... Oh, boy.
Oh, dear, Archie, answer that. Hurry.
Okay, Mom, I'll get it. Don't worry.
Archie, look out for the broom. Archie, did you hurt yourself?
I don't think so, Mom, but I hear bells ringing.
That's a telephone.
Oh.
Get up while I go answer it.
Okay, Mom. Oh, my gosh.
And be quiet. Oh, that boy. Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Andrews. This is Veronica. I hope I didn't wake you.
Oh, Veronica, no, dear, you didn't.
Oh, that's good. Is Archie up?
Well, he's awake, but I wouldn't say he was up.
What do you mean?
Oh, he tripped over something a minute ago. Did you want to talk to him, dear?
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll call him. Archie! Archie! Archie!
You calling me, Mom?
Yes, Archie, I certainly am. It's for you.
Oh, who is it?
Veronica.
Veronica, gee whiz, oh boy. Let me have it, Mom. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Archie. Hi, all our chickens. It's awful nice to hear your voice, Archie. Do you?
Archie, for pity's sake, if you must giggle, giggle quietly.
Huh? Oh, just a minute, Veronica. What did you say, Mom?
I said be quiet or you'll wake your father.
Oh, okay, Mom. Hello, Veronica?
Hello, Archie.
Where were we?
You were saying,
Oh, yeah. But listen, Veronica, I can't talk right now. My father's still sleeping, and I don't want to wake him. Was there anything special you wanted to say?
Well, I was going to call for me in your jalopy, or whether you wanted me to call for you in my car.
Well, maybe you'd better call for me, Veronica. I'd rather not drive way over to the tennis courts in my jalopy. It isn't working so good.
Oh, all right, Archie. I just wanted to be sure.
Okay, Veronica. See you later.
Well, bye now, Archie.
Goodbye now, Veronica.
Bye now.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Archie. Huh? Oh, goodbye, Veronica. See you later. That was Veronica, Mom.
Archie, I know it was Veronica. I answered the phone first, remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, she just wanted to know if
Archie,
I wanted her
I
to...
don't care what she wanted to know. Come out in the kitchen if you don't want your father down here yelling about who woke him up.
Okay, Mom, okay.
Never in all my days saw so many phone calls on a Sunday morning. Archie, what's that?
What's what?
That red mark on your forehead.
What red mark on whose forehead?
Your forehead. Oh, you must have hit your head when you tripped over the broom. Does it hurt?
I don't feel anything. Where is it?
Right there.
Oh!
Archie, for pity's sake, be quiet.
Okay, Mom, okay. Gee whiz, you nearly knocked my head off and then tell me to be quiet.
Archie, I hardly touched it. But I guess you did bump your head when you fell.
I guess so, but it'll be okay, Mom.
Well, you better put some ice on it.
Ice? What for?
To keep the swelling down. If you don't, you'll have a lump there the size of an egg.
But, Mom, I don't
Archie, don't argue. You've got to put some ice... Oh, dear, the front door.
Oh, boy, I'll get it, Mom.
Oh, no, you don't.
Huh?
It'll be much simpler if I answer it. You'll only trip over something again and make a racket that'd wake the dead.
She was okay.
Okay. Now you get the ice cubes out while I go to the door.
Golly. You'd think I can't do anything right the way some people talk around here. Think I always got into trouble. I guess I do. Well, I better get the ice cubes out. I'll see if I can pull one of these trays out. It's stuck. I'll try again. Still stuck. I'll try it again. Whew, boy, that's sure frozen.
That's why they call it ice.
Gee whiz, Jughead.
What'd you expect? Willie the Penguin?
No, Jughead, but you walk like him.
Archie, never mind arguing with Jughead. Get the ice cubes out, and I'll go get the ice bell.
Okay, Mom, okay.
What do you want the ice for anyway, Archie?
I fell and got a lump on my forehead.
Oh, is that it right there?
No! Jughead, did you have to jab it?
She was the only one to find out if that was a lump.
Yes, Jughead, that's the lump, and quit poking it.
Okay.
Okay, now look out while I pull this tray of ice cubes out. Gee whiz, it still won't come out.
Archie, I got an idea.
Yeah?
Maybe if you pulled the tray and I pulled you, the tray'd come out.
Hey, that might work at that, Jug. Okay, take hold of my shoulder.
Okay.
And then when I say go, you pull.
Okay.
All right. Ready, set, pull!
Well, we pulled.
Oh, boy, we sure did. We hit the jackpot.
Archie, what was that?
That was everything in your icebox coming out.
Archie Andrews, how on earth did you do that?
Mom, I was just...
look at those things all over the floor.
Yeah, messy, isn't it?
Jug, be quiet. Mom, I was...
All that food and milk and eggs and butter and everything.
Everything except the ice cubes.
Jug, be quiet. Mom, I was just...
Look at that mess. Archie, how on earth could you pull a fool trick like that?
It was easy.
Jughead, for the last time, be quiet.
Okay.
Hey, Mom, please don't make so much noise. You're going to wake Dad up.
Me not make noise. Me? Archie,
I know,
want
Mom,
you to-
I know it's all my fault, but it was just an accident, and we'll clean it all up in 2 seconds. Jug, get the broom and the dustpan.
Okay, I have never in all my days seen anything like
Mom,
this.
it's all right. I'll have it all picked up right away. I'll pick up these pieces of glass first.
All right, but watch out you don't cut yourself.
Mom, I know enough not to cut myself on broken glass.
All right, dear.
You know, I'm
but
not 2 years old.
Oh, yes,
Why, any
Archie,
darn
just-
fool knows enough not to cut himself on glass.
All right, Archie, so you won't cut yourself on the glass, but go ahead and pick it up.
All right, I don't know why people think I'm so... Yo!
Well, what happened?
I cut myself on the glass.
For pity's sake. I thought you were going to be careful.
I was, Mom, but I didn't see that little piece. Oh, boy.
Archie, take your finger out of your mouth so I can see it.
My mouth?
No, your finger.
Okay, Mom. But it sure hurts.
Oh, and it's bleeding. Archie, I'll have to get some iodine for that. Now, you wait right there.
Oh, but, Mama, I don't want any iodine.
And dustpan, Archie. She was what happened?
I cut my finger, Jug.
She was, does it hurt?
Sure it hurts. Did you ever cut your finger and not have it hurt?
You want me to call a doctor?
Jughead.
Or an ambulance?
Jug-
Or a stretcher?
Jug-
Be brave, Archie, be brave.
Jughead! Huh? Jughead, I am being brave, and I don't need a doctor or an ambulance or a stretcher.
You don't?
No, I don't. For Pete's sake, do you want to wake my father and have him so angry at me that he won't give me any money to go play tennis?
I'm sorry. I was just trying to help.
Well, I don't need any help, Jug, and just...
Iodine. Now, Archie, where's your finger?
What do you mean, where? Did he cut it off?
Jughead, be quiet. Archie, give me your finger.
Give you his finger.
Jughead, be quiet. Archie, hold out your finger.
But, Mom, it doesn't need any iodine.
Archie,
It stopped bleeding now.
Archie,
and that's to burn something awful.
Archie, will you please stop making such a fuss about a little iodine?
Oh, but, Mom,
you keep up that racket and you wake your father sure as can be.
She was okay, Mom. Put the iodine on, but be careful, huh?
I will. Now hold your hand still. I don't want to spill it.
Okay, but be careful now.
Now, don't worry, Archie. I'll just tilt the bottle. Jughead, what's hurting you?
I can't stand the look.
Jug, then close your eyes. Come on, Mom. Let's get this over and done with.
Archie, I'm trying to. Just hold still. There. Now, that didn't hurt, did it?
Gee whiz, it didn't. Well, that's funny. Gee whiz, Mom, that's the first time you ever put iodine on a cut and it didn't. Oh! Ow!
Archie, be quiet.
With my whole finger falling off. Ow! Oh, it's
Archie, it'll stop in a minute.
Oh, Mom! Ow! Oh.
Archie, if you wake your father, I'll be angry.
Okay,
with
Mom,
you.
okay. Oh, it's stopping now. Oh, boy, but that sure burns. Boy.
Oh, thank goodness that's over. And it's a good thing for you that your father's a heavy sleeper. Otherwise, he'd be down. Otherwise, he'd... Jughead, do you have to hiccup like that?
It's the only way I know how to hiccup.
Oh, fine.
Well, try not to. You'll wake Mr. Andrews.
I can't help it. I always hiccup when I'm nervous, and the sight of blood makes me hiccup. Nervous.
Oh, great.
Well, then go sit down till you get over it.
That doesn't do it. Good. My whole family hiccups when they're nervous.
Jughead, I think you...
Especially my Uncle Herman. My Uncle Herman won a hiccuping contest once. Hiccup for 7 days and 7 nights. Hiccup.
Oh, dear. They're getting worse. Archie, try to keep Jughead quiet while I go see if we have anything in the medicine cabinet for hiccup.
Okay, Mom. How do you feel now, Jug?
Rotten.
Well, listen, Jughead. Maybe I can cure your hiccups.
You?
Sure, I had a terrible case of hiccups about a year ago, and I cured them easy as anything.
Oh, yeah?
How? Well, now, you just do what I did. First, take a drink of water.
Oh, it won't do any good.
Yes, it will, Jug. You just do what I tell you. Now, drink this water.
Okay.
But drink it very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Finish it all. Okay, now give me the glass.
Here.
Now, hold your breath.
Huh?
Go on, Jug. Do what I say. Hold your breath.
Okay.
Fine. Now, put your finger... Jug, if you want to cure those hiccups, put your fingers in your ears. Good. Now, close your eyes and stand on your right foot. Jughead, do what I tell you. That's right. Now, jump up and down 10 times.
Listen, Archie. What do you think I am, a magician?
Jug, I'm just trying to
I've
help.
been holding my breath for 5 minutes now. You tell me to close my eyes, put my fingers in my ears, jump up and down on one leg. Nobody can do that.
Jughead, look, you can so do it, and it's the only sure cure for hiccups. It'll either kill you or cure you.
That doesn't give me much choice.
Jughead, just do what I said. Hold your breath, close your eyes, put your fingers in your ears, stand on one foot, and jump up and down.
Sure you don't want me to sing a song at the same time?
Jughead?
Okay.
Attaboy. Now take a big breath. Now start jumping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. There. Hey, okay, Jug. Now how do you feel? Oh, fine. Jug, I don't know what to do with...
I couldn't find a thing for Jughead's hiccups. How are you now, Jughead?
Same.
Oh, dear. Well, Jughead, what does your mother do when you have the hiccups?
Goes in the other room and shuts the door.
No, I don't. I mean, doesn't she give you anything for it?
Oh, yeah. Once Mr. Pringle sent over a special prescription that stopped it. Stopped it right away. But I don't know what it was.
Jughead down to the drugstore and asked Mr. Pringle to give him something.
But, Mom, I
Now,
haven't...
Archie, don't argue. You can't let the boy keep hiccuping. You wake your father. Sure it can be.
Yeah.
She was okay, Mom. Come on, Jug. We'll take my jalopy and go down to the drugstore.
Now, don't slam the door on the way out.
I won't, Mom. Come on, Jug.
Okay. But that jalopy of yours will probably shake the hiccups out of me before we get to the drugstore.
Don't be funny, Jug. My jalopy isn't that bad.
Oh, no?
No.
Okay, no.
Now, come on, get in. Okay. Now, I'll just turn the ignition on and we'll be...
Archie Andrews.
Oh, boy, there's Betty.
Gee whiz.
Betty, don't make so
Hello,
much...
Archie. Hello, Jughead. Well, I'm all set for tennis.
Betty,
Isn't
would
it
you
a wonderful day for tennis?
Betty,
I'm so glad Jug asked me.
Betty,
and I love playing doubles more than anything.
Betty!
Huh?
Will you please not make so much noise? You'll wake my father.
But, Archie, you're the one who's shouting.
Betty, I'm shouting to keep you quiet. Now, we're not ready to play tennis yet.
We're not?
No, we're not. We have to wait till Veronica gets here, and besides, I have to drive Jughead down to the drugstore.
What for?
That.
What do you mean Jughead's got the hiccups?
Uh-huh. And we got to get him some medicine. And, look, do you want to come along, or do you want to wait here till we get back?
Well, I don't have anything else to do, so I might as well come along.
Okay, then hop in.
All right, Archie. Oh, but Archie.
Yes?
I don't think you should start the motor.
Shouldn't start the motor. Betty, how am I going to drive to the drugstore without starting the motor?
Yeah.
Jug, be quiet.
No, I didn't mean that, Archie. I meant if your father's sleeping, you shouldn't start the motor here. We're right under his window, and you know what a racket your jalopy makes when you start it, backfiring and everything.
Yeah, I know that, Betty, but what else can I do?
Well, just get out of the car and push it down the driveway to the street and then start the motor out there.
Hey, that's not a bad idea, Betty.
Yeah.
Jug, be quiet. At least that way my father won't think the jalopy's driving right through his bedroom. Come on, Jug, let's get out and push now.
But, Archie,
Jug, don't argue.
Oh, okay.
I'll help Archie.
Okay, kids, all together now. When I say push, push.
I wasn't going to pull.
Jug, be quiet. Okay, you ready?
Ready?
Okay. 1, 2, push! Gee whiz, it didn't budge an inch. Come on, now push hard.
Okay, Archie.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
Okay, now. 1, 2, push! Gee whiz, it still didn't move. Jug, are you pushing or just resting on that fender?
I'm pushing, Archie. I'm pushing.
Well, push harder this time. Now, let's go. All together. Ready?
Ready?
Okay. 1, 2, push! What was that?
I pushed the fender right off.
Oh, fine. Jughead, did you have to wreck my car?
It was an accident.
What's the difference, Archie? You still have 3 more fenders left.
2 more. I lost the right front last week. Yeah, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Now, for Pete's sake, let's push it this time and don't knock the rest of the car apart.
I won't.
Okay, you ready?
Ready?
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, push! She's moving. She's moving. Keep pushing, kids. Keep pushing. There she goes.
Oh, it's rolling awfully fast, Archie.
Jug, not so hard. Jug, let go. Jug, she's getting away from it.
Gee whiz.
Hang on to the bumper. She's going to hit that tree. Hang on, Jug. Hang on. She's going to... Oh, well, that wasn't so... Hey, what's that?
Gee whiz, the bump set off the horn.
Oh, boy, Jug, shut it off.
I'm trying to, but the horn button doesn't do anything.
Oh, boy, we must have knocked the wire loose.
Oh, Archie, do something.
Well, what can I do?
Disconnect something.
Okay, Jug, get the pliers out of the back seat while I open the hood.
Okay.
Oh, boy, what a racket.
Archie, hurry or you'll wake your father up.
Betty, I know that. Jug, where are those pliers?
I'm looking for Archie.
What's the matter?
The horn's blowing.
I can hear that. Shut it off.
Mom, I'm trying. Jug, where are those pliers?
Here you are, Archie.
Attaboy, now I'll just cut this wire to the horn. This'll do it. There.
It's still blowing.
Oh, fine. I cut the headlight wire.
Oh, golly. Well, cut another wire.
Hurry.
I am, Mom, I am. Must be this wire here, yeah.
That didn't do anything either.
Gee whiz, that must have been the generator wire.
Archie, stop that horn.
Mom, I'm trying to.
Oh, golly. Try that wire, Archie.
Yeah, I'll try that one, Jug. There, it's off. I mean, it's off now?
Thank goodness.
Boy.
At last. Archie, how did you ever let a thing like that happen? You know your father's sleeping.
Was sleeping.
Well, he still is sleeping, I guess, or he'd be bawling us out by now. Archie, it's a good thing your father's a heavy sleeper.
Gee, Mom, I was just trying to be quiet. That's how it all happened. You see, I didn't want to start the motor near the house because it makes so much noise, so Jug and I got out.
Archie, never mind that now. If you and Jughead are going to the drugstore, go ahead.
Hey, gee whiz.
What's the matter?
You know, the excitement, my hiccup stopped.
Oh, fine.
Golly. For pity's sake. Jughead, you mean your hiccups are cured?
Uh-huh. Too bad. I was hoping I could break my Uncle Herman's record.
Jughead, never mind your Uncle Herman's record. Your hiccups are cured and that's settled. Now, for pity's sake, let's all go into the house.
Oh, Betty, what is it? Smoke?
What smoke?
Coming out of the kitchen. Oh, dear, I left the toaster on. Hurry before something catches fire.
boy, that's sure a lot of smoke.
And how? I didn't know burnt toast could make so much smoke.
Oh, neither did I. Oh, dear, I can't see a thing. Archie, we have to open the doors and windows. Jughead, open the windows over the sink.
Okay, Mrs. Andrews.
Archie, you go open the windows near the ice pot.
Okay, Mom.
Betty, you just stay right where you are. I'll go open the windows near the stove. Okay, Mrs. Andrews. Oh, golly. Oh.
What's the matter, Betty?
I don't feel so good. All this smoke. I think I'm going to faint. Oh, dear. Betty, go in the other room and get some fresh air. I'm too dizzy. Oh, dear. Archie, get Betty out of here.
Okay, Mom, I will. Where are you, Betty? I can't see you.
I'm right here, Archie.
Okay, Betty. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I'll carry out, Betty. Hold tight.
Archie, put me down.
Jughead, am I carrying you?
You sure are.
Oh, fine.
Gee whiz, did you have to put me down so quick?
Jug, be quiet. Betty, where are you?
Here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got you, Betty. There.
Archie, put me down.
Oh. Gee whiz, Mom, is that you?
Certainly is. Put me down and go find Betty.
Okay, Mom, I'm trying.
Why, I got her.
Jughead, put me down.
Gee whiz, Archie. I thought you were too heavy for Betty.
You! Did you have to drop me?
What do you want, an escalator to the ground floor?
Boy, stop swabbling and find Betty.
Okay, Mom, okay. Betty, where are you?
Right here.
Oh, is that you, Betty?
Yes, Archie.
Oh, good. I'll have you out of here in just a second, Betty. Up we go.
My hero.
Oh, I'll get out as soon as we open these windows. Just open that back door.
Okay.
Now, how do you feel now, Betty?
Oh, much better now, Archie.
Good. As soon as I've got you outside, I'll go back in.
Archie Andrews, if that isn't a lovely picture.
Yeah, I thought she was Veronica.
Did you have to drop me, Archie?
Oh, Betty, I'm
You
awfully
think you
sorry.
deserve anything better, Miss Cooper? Just what did you mean by that, Miss Lodge?
What's all the
It so
noise
happens I have a date with Archie. What are you doing in his arms? None of your
Veronica,
business.
Now, Betty, don't start a fight.
Archie,
Oh, is that so? Well, I won't have a little cat like you stealing my boyfriend.
Veronica,
Cat, who's the
please.
cat, you flirt?
Betty, I won't-
I'll scratch your eyes out.
Veronica,
You will.
don't.
Archie, try.
Who hit me? Betty, don't. Veronica, Betty, Veronica, stop it. Stop it.
Now, just a minute here. Just 1 minute. Just a minute. How? That's better. Now listen to me, all of you. This nonsense has gone far enough. Too far, in fact.
Yes, Mrs. Andrews.
Yes, Mom.
Uh-huh.
Jug, be quiet. Now, all I've asked of any of you is that you be a little quiet around here this morning so that Mr. Andrews could get some sleep. And what happens? You all wind up fighting like a bunch of alley cats.
I wasn't fighting like a bunch of alley cats.
Jughead, be quiet. The fact remains I'm still ashamed of you children, completely and utterly ashamed of you, acting like you had no manners at all. And if Mr. Andrews comes marching down here in 2 seconds, absolutely furious with all of you, and I'm sure he will be, I'm not going to say one word in your defense, not a single word. Now, is that clear?
Yes, Mrs. Andrews.
Yes, Mom. Sure.
Jug, be quiet. Now, I want all of you to...
Well, good morning, everybody. How's everything?
Oh, Fred. Well, children, I told you this would happen. Fred, I'm not surprised they woke you. And Fred, what are you doing with your golf club?
What do you think I'm doing with them, dear? I've been out playing golf since 7 o'clock this morning.
Playing golf? Since when?
Since 7 o'clock.
How can you play golf? Tell me you're going to play golf.
The Andrews will be back in just a minute, but first, everyone, I'm sure, thinks about the opportunity he'll have to get ahead someday. Thinks of how comfortable and happy he and his family are going to be in the future. But does everybody think of saving for that brighter future? Do you? Well, you better start thinking about saving, and more important, start saving. And there's no better time than right now. Right now, during the 1949 Opportunity Savings Bonds Drive. The payroll savings plan where you work makes savings safe, profitable, sure United States savings bonds. Profitable, because savings bonds pay you back $4 for every $3 you put in 10 short years. And sure, because the payroll savings plan makes saving automatic. All you have to do is decide the amount you want to save, and it's set aside for you, regular as regular, every payday. Put more opportunity into your future. Invest in United States savings bonds. And now, back to the Andrews. It's a little later that morning, and everyone has recovered from the shock of discovering that Mr. Andrews hadn't been asleep at all.
Mom, oh, Mom.
Yes, dear.
Mom, I finally got everything straightened out. I explained the whole thing to Betty and Veronica, and they even apologized and shook hands.
Well, that's good, dear. I'm glad to hear it.
And now that that's all straightened out, we're all going down to the tennis courts and play tennis together.
Well, that's fine, dear.
Yeah, and now that Dad's up, I can ask him for the money I need.
Oh, dear.
What's the matter?
Well, nothing, dear, but your father was so tired from playing golf, he just went upstairs and went back to sleep.
Back to... Oh, no!
You've been listening to another chapter of The Adventures of Archie Andrews, written by Carl Jampel and based on the copyrighted feature appearing in Archie Comics magazine. Archie was played by Bob Hastings, Jughead by Harlan Stone, Mom and Dad Andrews were played by Alice Uhrman and Bill Griffiths, Veronica and Betty by Gloria Mann and Rosemary Rice. This program is produced and directed by Kenneth McGregor. Listen next Saturday for more of the merry adventures of Archie Andrews. And remember that on and after June 8th, Archie Andrews will be heard over most of these stations on Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Remember, after June 8th, we'll be heard Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. But meanwhile, we'll see you all next Saturday morning. This is Dick Dudley wishing you all a very pleasant weekend. So long, everybody.
All right, that was Archie Andrews from May 28th, 1949. And I have to say, the show was not, the best radio show ever, but it was one of those shows from my childhood that, like, some reason just stuck with me. Really liked it.
Yeah, I remember the old-time radio encyclopedia referring to it as juvenile, which offended me, but the part of that statement that hurt the most was the truth behind it.
Everything you were saying is exactly true, and I hate you for it. By the way, McLean, so I sat down, I wrote down what you told me to write down, and looked over this. I don't really see the issue here. I just need to get some people to sell the ties for me. Hey, don't open the ties, McLean. I can't ship them out to customers. If I get customers, if you've opened them up, don't damage the products, man. Come on.
Jake, these products would get damaged by a light jostling. They are the flimsiest, weakest, but this...
Do not mock the source of our first $1 million, McLean. The guy who recruited me to do this said that I could be making $1 million a year doing this.
You could be making $1 million.
I could be making $1 million a year doing this.
Jake, how much is he making?
The guy who told me that?
Yeah.
I asked him that, and he said that he could be making $1 million off of this.
Did he tell you how much he was actually making?
Come to think of it, no. He just said that he could be making $1 million off of this. Huh.
Are you seeing? Is there anything? Are you seeing where this might be a problem? Where there might be an issue here?
I'm gonna shoot him a quick email In the meantime, this is another teenage show. It's called A Date with Judy. I honestly think this show is a little underrated. I always kind of liked A Date with Judy. This one's called Father's Birthday. It's basically like Father's Day. It's related to Father's Day.
Second Father's Day.
But this is from August 1st, 1944.
Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums, T-U-M-S. Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion, presents A Date with Judy.
Hello?
Hello, Judy. This is Harold. I just called to tell you that you were the prettiest girl at the party last night.
Why, Harold.
Yeah, and that white sweater you wore is the prettiest one I've ever seen.
Oh, Harold, aren't you sweet? I got it at the Emporium.
Judy, are you doing anything tonight?
Why, not a thing.
Oh, swell. As long as you're free, would you go down to the Emporium and get another sweater, only in pink?
Oh, Harold, how darling of you.
Be sure and get size 44. It's for my mother's birthday.
Well, that's Judy, folks. Judy Foster, the cutest date in town. Your date with her each Tuesday at this same time is arranged by the makers of Tums, famous quick relief for acid indigestion. Well, let's see. Tomorrow is Father Foster's birthday. And that's why we find Judy and her 12-year-old brother Randolph at a downtown department store shopping for a perfect gift.
Judy, you don't think Father would like a baseball bat, do you?
Certainly not. Let's stop fooling Randolph and get Father something he needs.
Well, here's a baseball glove. Don't you think Father would go for that?
Randolph, we only have $2, and we're going to use it to buy Father something he wants.
Well, do you think he'd like a canoe?
Father wouldn't know what to do with a canoe.
I don't know. He does all right with a paddle.
Well, let's get out of this sports department and try to remember Father is not a sport.
Well, they got chemistry sets for $2 in the toy department.
What do you want Father to do, blow himself up?
Hey, where are you going now?
Oh, there's just something over here I want to look at.
Judy, we haven't got much time.
Oh, Randolph, isn't this gorgeous?
I don't think Father would look well in a necklace.
Oh, Randolph, these earrings are divine.
You think Father really needs earrings?
No, but I wish he did.
Well, I'm sure he'd get a lot more wear out of this diamond tiara.
Look, my birthday isn't so far off, so if we bought Father a present for me, then he'd have it to give to me.
Well, in that case, let's get him a chemistry set, a baseball glove, a bicycle, and a Boy Scout knife. It'll relieve Father of birthday worries, as far as I'm concerned, for 5 years.
Oh, be quiet, Randolph. Come on, let's shop further.
Okie dokie. Hey, Judy, what are you going over to that counter for? Father doesn't wear black nightgowns.
Well, hello, children.
Hi, Mother.
Certainly took long enough on your shopping trip. Did you get your father a birthday present?
Yes, Mother, we did.
We almost got lost in the wilds of the lingerie department, but we managed to hack our way out.
Why, Randolph, how can you say that? We just took sort of a quick swing through that department.
What'd you get, Father? Something useful, I hope.
Oh, yes, Mother, something very useful.
What, Judy?
I don't think we ought to tell you, because we want it to be a surprise for Father.
Oh, I won't tell.
We got him a smoking jacket.
Oh, Randolph, what did you tell for? You know how friendly Mother is with Father.
A smoking jacket? But your father doesn't smoke.
When he has this jacket, he will.
You mean you got a smoking jacket for $2?
Oh, no, Mother. We couldn't get Father anything cheap. This was $18.
$18? Well, where did you get $18?
Oh, we charged it.
You charged it? You bought a present for your father, and you're making him pay for it?
Shouldn't we have done it? Father pays for everything else. He's always...
Oh, that's just it. He pays for everything all year round. For me, for you, and for Randolph. And on his birthday, he has to pay for his own birthday present. Well, I think it's a shame.
I guess we shouldn't have charged it.
Well, you certainly shouldn't have. Why, I was so proud of you having saved up $2 to spend on Father. And now, incidentally, what happened to the $2?
Oh, the $2. Well, Randolph bought himself a baseball glove for 79 cents.
Well, Judy bought herself a snood.
Well, it was just the color of my chartreuse dress. I might never have found as perfect a match again, Mother. I might have looked 1,000 years and not have found another like it. It was an absolute necessity, and it was only 85 cents.
And that still doesn't count up to $2.
Oh. Well, when we finished, we were so exhausted from shopping that we had to buy chocolate sundaes.
Another necessity, Mother.
Yes, I see. Well, Father is not going to pay for his own birthday present.
He isn't?
No, Judy, he isn't. I'm going to call up the department store and cancel that smoking jacket right now.
The baseball glove can't be canceled. We bought it outright.
Now listen to me, children. Your father works hard, and then he has a birthday. And what do his children do? They buy themselves chartreuse, snoods, and baseball gloves.
Only one baseball glove, Mother.
Oh, poor father. No one ever thinks of him. All he ever thinks of is us, but we just neglect him.
He is neglected, isn't he?
He certainly is, Judy.
Oh, Mother, I'm terribly sorry. I feel awful. Poor father. We hardly pay any attention to him.
I could take the baseball glove back.
I know what would be nicer than anything.
What?
If we spend the entire day with Father on his birthday.
Well,
oh, Mother,
Judy.
it's a perfectly lovely idea.
Judy,
Why, of course, that's what we'll do, Randolph. For at least one day in his life, poor Father will know he's loved and appreciated.
Sounds mighty ghoulish to me.
It's perfectly beautiful. Father will have one perfect day. We'll go down to his office and surprise him early in the morning and just make Father happy all day long.
In just a minute, we'll hear what happens to poor Father. In the meantime, are you one of those eat it and beat it persons? You are? Then you've learned that fast eating and acid indigestion often go together. Now, why not learn how quickly Tums bring relief from upset acid stomach? Yes, Tums soothe acid indigestion in record time. Heartburn and that oppressive full feeling quickly vanish. Join the thousands of other Americans who, night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. Only 10 cents a roll, all drugstores. 3-roll package for $0.25. But be sure you get Tums for the tummy. There are many imitations of Tums, but no substitute for them. And now, back to A Date with Judy. Well, Judy and Randolph have decided to give Father a big break on his birthday. They're going to devote the whole day to him, doing nothing but just making him happy. And now we pick up the kids as they enter his office. Poor Father.
Happy birthday, Father.
Huh?
Happy birthday, Father.
Oh? Oh, thanks. Now, would you mind scramming, please?
Father, Randolph and I are going to devote the whole day to you. You'll have to leave the office right now and come with us.
I'm sure that would be very pleasant, dear, but I have an 11 o'clock appointment.
But, Father, all the arrangements are made. You simply got to leave.
Look, Judy, a man has come to town. A very important man from whom I expect to get a very big favor. See, I've been using a patent for years, and now he says he has a claim. If he slaps an injunction on me...
But, Father, we're going to spend the whole day making you happy.
I don't want to be happy. I just want my rights to this patent. This is the most important piece of business I ever had.
This man is going to be here at 11 o'clock.
Mr. Quigley, A.Q. Quigley. Stopping at the Carter Hotel just across the street, and he'll be here in a minute. So would you mind getting out of here and leaving me
I don't know how you can think of business on your birthday.
Judy, when you get to my age, you'll think of business on your birthday. Now, look, you two, run along, will you? If you really want to help me out, beat it.
Oh, Father.
This is what's called a paternal brush-off. Goodbye, Father.
Oh, Randolph, what are we going to do? And after all the wonderful plans we've made.
Well, I guess Father's been neglected so long he likes it.
Randolph, we simply must rescue Father from himself. Come on.
Where are you going now?
To the Carter Hotel. We'll see Mr. Quigley and explain the whole situation. After all, it is Father's birthday, and we must do everything to make him happy.
Yeah, even if it kills him.
It's very important, Mr. Quigley, very. The situation is that it's Father's birthday, and we planned this perfect day of happiness for him.
I see.
We know business is your primary interest and all that, but you wouldn't want to interfere with filial affection, would you?
Decidedly not. Personally, I know nothing of filial affection, but I decidedly wouldn't interfere with it.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Quigley. I think you're wonderful.
Not at all. I'll call your father now and cancel our appointment.
You will? Oh, that's wonderful, Mr. Quigley. You don't know what this day of happiness is going to mean to Father.
Hello? Oh, hello, Mr. Quigley. Well, Mr. Quigley, I see, Mr. Quigley, but couldn't you... Well, when could you... I see, Mr. Quigley. Goodbye, Mr. Quigley. Oh, I'm sick. Come in.
Hello, Father.
Hello, Father.
Oh, you two again. What do you want now?
We thought we'd try once again to give you a happy birthday.
Happy birthday. This is the most horrible day of my life. Mr. Quigley just phoned me he isn't keeping his appointment, and he doesn't know when he'll give me another.
Is that so, Father?
Yes, that's so. It might be months or years before I have another chance like this. And by that time, I'll be bankrupt.
Father, we planned a whole day of positive happiness for you. So all you have to do is come with us, and you will, won't you?
Look, Judy, Oh, well, why not? What have I got to lose? Lead on.
Oh, Father, I think that's just scrumptious. Now remember, Father, this is absolutely your day. So we want you to do everything you most like to do. What would you like to do most?
Spend the day quietly under a nice shady tree. And so here we are at a nice, quiet amusement park.
Oh, but Father, this was all prearranged. After we're through here, we can do something you'd like to do. But you see, Father, this has been planned beforehand. I wonder where the gang is.
The gang?
Yes, Father.
Your gang?
Yes, Father. Oh, there they are in front of the funhouse. Come on.
Just what I love most, your gang. I don't get enough of it at home every night. I have to have it on my birthday, too.
I see everybody else, but I don't see Mr. Quigley.
Quigley? What's Quigley got to do with it?
Oh, we invited him to come along.
You what?
Why, yes, Father. We thought it would be nice if you had a pal about your own age.
A pal? That tight-faced conservative old... You'll scare the tar out of him.
We just did it for you to make you happy.
Happy? I was never lower in my whole life. I can't believe it. You asked Quigley to come to this den of horrors?
Oh, Father, he'll enjoy it as much as you will.
That's what I'm afraid of. A.Q. Quigley, good Lord, a staid, blue-nosed old bachelor. Your crowd will kill him.
Oh, is he a bachelor?
Yes, he is. Oh, Judy, why do you do things like this to me?
Oh, well, if he's a bachelor, I'll have to fix him up with a girl.
Huh?
I wonder if Mitzi's his type.
Fix Quigley up with a... Oh, no. No, not that.
Well, you want him to have fun, don't you? Oh, hi, gang. Hi, everybody.
Happy birthday for your father, Judy.
Thank you, Mitzi. Excuse me a minute. Come here, Jojo.
What do you want, Judy?
Well, something's happened that calls for a tremendous sacrifice on your part. Would you mind giving up Mitzi?
Giving up Mitzi?
Uh-huh. Only temporarily. My father's pal is meeting us here at the Bachelor, and since it's Father's birthday, well, you wouldn't want my father's pal not to have a date today, would you?
Well, no, but...
Well, I thought Mitzi would be a good type for Mr. Quigley. Would you mind terribly if you went stag?
Well, gee, I don't know. Maybe Mitzi isn't willing to sacrifice me.
Mitzi, come on over here a second.
Yeah, Judy?
Mitzi, Jojo's willing to release you for the day because I have another date for you.
You have?
Mm-hmm. He's an older man.
An older man? Oh, how marvelous. I adore men in their 20s.
Well, he's not exactly in his 20s.
Oh, well, suppose he's 19. Even that's okay.
Well, he's not exactly 19 either.
Well, gosh, that's getting right back to Jojo.
Oh, he's older than Jojo, and he's very rich. A millionaire.
Oh, boy.
Maybe even a multimillionaire. And I give you my word of honor, he's an older man. Much older.
It's a deal, Judy.
Swell.
Hey, Judy, come on out of your huddle. Mr. Quigley's here.
Mr. Quigley, let me explain. This is all
It's all fixed, Father. I mean about Mr. Quigley's date.
Judy, for the love of heaven.
How are you, Miss Foster?
I'm fine. Oh, Mr. Quigley, here's your date. Mr. Quigley, Miss Mitzi Hoffman.
How do you do?
Is this Mr. Quigley?
Why, yes, Mitzi.
I think I'll go back to Jojo.
Mr. Quigley, really, I didn't know this was going to happen.
I like older men, Judy, but, gee, not that old.
Oh, how can you say that? How old are you, Mr. Quigley?
Why, I'm 45.
You see? That's not so old. He's got most of his hair. Turn around, Mr. Quigley.
Judy!
See, in the back it's pretty well covered.
Yeah? That's what I'd call a fringe.
Don't be silly, Mitzi. Why, I bet if Mr. Quigley had on a toupee, he'd be almost stunning.
Can I get you something, A.Q.? I'm dreadfully sorry.
No, nothing at all.
Can I get you something, Father? You look like you need it.
No, Randolph, they wouldn't sell it to you.
Well, okay, Judy, okay, I'll do it for you. I'll be his girlfriend. But just for today, on account it's your father's birthday.
Don't do me any favors.
Oh, gee, thank you, Mitzi.
Come on, Quigley Wiggly. Now, let's see, what would you rather do first? Go into the fun house or into the tunnel of love?
Oh, this is horrible.
Come on, everybody, let's go to the fun house.
Wait a minute, gang. Let him have it.
Nice and round now, all together. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
AQ, let me explain. This is all a mistake.
Oh, Father, I'm so glad you're enjoying your birthday so much.
I'm enjoying a merry chase, that's what. Every time I open my mouth to talk to Quigley, a rolling barrel upsets him. Or he shoots down a slide. Oh.
But it's fun, isn't it, Father?
Yes, Judy, it's fun. The kind they have in insane asylums.
Oh, Father, watch out. Isn't that a trapdoor in front of you?
Trapdoors? Nothing of the kind. I know a trapdoor when I see one.
Wrong again.
Judy, what is this hole in the wall called?
Father, how unromantic of you. This is the tunnel of love.
I can hardly see. I wonder where Quigley and that magpie are. I don't know how Quigley's going to hold up under this. Normally, he looks like he was ready to cave in. If he's 45, I'm 16.
Father, he and Mitzi are sitting in the seat in front of us.
Quigley, is that you?
Yes, it is I.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh, well, I was just thinking how nice it is you being near me where I can get a chance to talk to you. Explain this mess.
Can I tell you something, Mr. Quigley?
You may tell me something, Miss Mitzi.
Well, usually when we get into the tunnel of love, we pitch woo.
Pitch woo?
Yeah, you know, hold hands.
In your day, Mr. Quigley, it was probably called bundling.
That was a little before my day.
You see, Mitzi, he's not so old.
Miss Mitzi, shall I be required to pitch woo?
Well, of course, that's entirely up to you, Mr. Quigley, but you just do what you like.
Father and I won't watch if you don't want us to, will we, Father?
No, not if they don't want us to.
Oh, it's so wonderful to celebrate your birthday with you, Father. I never knew how much fun it was to just give of yourself for somebody else's happiness. I love it. Just giving and giving.
If you really want to give, for the love of heaven, give me a chance to talk to Quigley alone. Mitzi, would you mind changing seats with me? I want to discuss a new type of canning process with Mr. Quigley.
Change seats? Why, that'd be terrible.
It would?
Why, of course. Gosh sakes, what would everybody think if they saw us coming out of the tunnel of love, me sitting with Judy, and Mr. Foster holding hands with Mr. Quigley?
We'll return to Judy in just a moment. In the meantime, I have an important announcement from Tums. Friends, you don't have to put up with upset stomach caused by acid indigestion anymore. Sure, certain foods, especially if you eat too much, may upset you. But Tums, spelled T-U-M-S, is the answer to that. At the first heartburn warning of acid indigestion, slip 1 or 2 Tums on your tongue, same as you would candy mints, and forget the whole thing. Your stomach and your world are both sweet again. Best of all, you can trust Tums never to over-alkalize your stomach, because Tums are different. Tums contain no soda or other water-soluble alkalis. Therefore, Tums never lets you in for an acid rebound. So be wise. Night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. 10 cents a roll, 3-roll package for $0.25. Tums for the tummy. T-U-M-S. And now, back to A Date with Judy. Well, Judy's gang is celebrating Father's birthday. They have Father and an important business associate, Mr. Quigley, out at the amusement park. And are those gentlemen getting the works? Listen.
Judy, what are we going to do now?
Eat our picnic lunch, of course, Father, and then we're going swimming. Oh, isn't it lovely? And to think it's all for your birthday, Father.
All I can say is I wish I was never born.
Now, Father, you know you're having a wonderful time, so laugh.
Now? When I'll have all the rest of my life to laugh? In a maniacal sort of way in a padded cell?
Hey, come and look at Mr. Quigley.
What's wrong with Mr. Quigley?
Well, nothing's wrong with him. He fell off the pier into the water.
Oh, good heavens.
Oh, he's all right now. They pulled him out. Of course, he's kind of puffing like an old dinosaur, but
For 20 years I've been trying to build up a good, respectable business, and in one fell swoop, I'm ruined.
Oh, don't worry, Father. If necessary, I can become a professional baseball player and support the family. I got a glove now.
When we get home tonight, you better plan on wearing it someplace else besides your hand.
Here we are, everybody. Help yourself to lunch from the basket.
Oh, Mr. Quigley. Say, Mr. Quigley, are you all right?
Mr. Foster, please don't disturb us. We're having lunchy-wunchy. Aren't we, Quiggly Wiggly?
You're quite so. You're quite so. Yeah, but after Mr. Quigley's fall from the pier...
Perfectly all right. He's a little wet, but after he eats his lunch, he's going to get in a bathing suit anyway, so what's the difference?
He might catch cold.
Oh, that's silly. Come on now, Quiggly Wiggly, open your mouth. That's it. Now I'll just poke in a spoon of ice cream. There we are. How about a pickle?
Oh, for the love of heaven. I'm all right, Foster, but I mean to say a pickle...
Please, Mr. Foster, Quig is my date. Now open wide. Okay, everybody, get into your suits. We're going swimming.
Swimming? Right after lunch? Are you crazy, Judy?
Oh, Father, we're right here on the lake. We might as well use it. Here's a suit for you, Father. Go in the bathhouse and put it on.
I refuse to go swimming.
But, Father, you can't refuse. Not after all the trouble Jojo went to get a suit for you. He had to borrow one from his little brother.
From his little brother?
Mm-hmm. It might be tight on account of Jojo's little brother only being 10 years old, but he's big for his age.
Oh.
Come on, Father. Nearly everyone's ready to go in. There goes Mr. Quigley.
Mr. Quigley? Well, he's got his clothes on.
Well, he isn't going to bother changing. He's all wet anyhow.
Oh. I'll never get that patent. I might as well close up my factory and go to the poorhouse right now.
Last one in's a stinker. Yes, sir. Father's having a perfect day.
Oh, do I have a stomachache?
Come on, Father. We're going to the dance pavilion.
Dance? But you mean a dance?
Oh, you won't have to jitterbug. I'll dance with you any way you want to.
I don't want to do it anyway. I just want to stay here and hold my poor, unhappy stomach.
Oh, everybody's dancing. Just do it the way you used to in the gay 90s, Father.
You might even try trotting out a minuet.
They call that music? Mr. Quigley, AQ.
Are you referring to me, Foster?
Oh, look, AQ, when they're not looking, we can sneak out the side door.
Hey, come on, Quiggly Wiggly, let's dance.
I should try to oblige you, Miss Mitzi.
Can you jitterbug?
Jitterbug? Oh, now, Missy, please don't do that to him.
Mr. Foster, I took him on for today, and I'm going to do my duty. I'm going to see that he has a good time. Come on, Quig. Hey, that's it, Quig. That's good.
Am I manipulating properly, Miss Mitzi?
Not bad, Quig. Only don't pump my arm, just jerk it.
Oh, like this?
Hey, now you're getting in the groove. Come on. A worm, a squirm, a rocky tuck.
Here, Melvin, put this hot water bottle on your tummy.
Oh.
Would you like the ice bag on your head?
Everything hurts.
Oh.
My legs from walking around. My head spinning in a million different directions. I've never had such an awful day in my life.
We were only trying to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah, you celebrated it all right. Another hour of that and it would have been my last birthday ever.
Oh, Melvin.
Now listen to me, all of you. This is my last wish. My birthday is hereafter struck out of the calendar completely.
Oh, Father.
Quigley will fight me tooth and nail on that patent after this.
But, Father, all we did was for you.
Oh, don't think I don't appreciate it. You devoted a whole day to me, giving up your time, not doing the things you usually do, spending all that money. Incidentally, who footed the bill?
Mr. Quigley.
What?
He insisted.
Oh, if I ever get up from this deathbed, I'll... Oh, my stomach. Oh, poor Quigley. Who's taking care of him? Who's putting hot water bottles on his stomach? No!
That wasn't your stomach, Father. That was the telephone.
I'll get it. Never mind, I'll answer. Hello? Oh, yes. Melvin, it's Mr. Quigley.
Quigley? What am I going to say to the man? Here, Judy, you hold this ice bag.
Yes.
Randolph, you hold this hot water bottle. Hello.
Hello there, Foster.
Oh, Mr. Quigley, I want to explain about today. I feel just the way you do about it.
Well, you know, I didn't know you had it in you.
Huh?
I thought it was wonderful, too. Just wonderful.
You, huh?
It was a fine day. Thanks very much. Now, Foster, about that patent.
Yeah?
You can have it.
I can what?
It's yours. Well, see you in the morning.
Yeah.
You don't sound so good. You can't take it, can you?
No, I...
Well, try to get back in shape. I feel great. Goodbye.
Well, I never.
What happened, Melvin?
He gave me the patent.
What?
He enjoyed the day. He actually enjoyed the day.
Well, here's your hot water bottle, Father.
I don't need it. All of a sudden, I feel great. I wonder who that can be.
I'll get it. Hello? Just a minute. It's Mr. Quigley again.
I knew it couldn't be true. I knew it. Give me back my hot water bottle.
I wonder what he wants now.
Let me have that phone.
But he doesn't want to talk to you. He wants to talk to Judy.
To Judy?
I'll take it. Hello, Quigley Wiggly.
Hello, Miss Foster. I just called back to ask you a favor.
Yes, Mr. Quigley?
Could you give me Missy Telly's phone number?
Father, he wants Mitzi's telephone number.
What?
He must be crazy about her.
Tell him I said he might as well buy himself a toupee while he's at it.
Mr. Quigley, Father says to tell you that
We'll return to Judy in just a moment. But first, we all know that eating before going to bed is fun. But even a little bite before retiring can take a big bite out of your night's sleep. For remember, the better the food or drink, the more you may need Tums. One of the most common causes of sleepless nights is an upset acid stomach. There's no sense in lying awake counting sheep when 1 or 2 Tums dissolved in your tongue might relieve the whole trouble and help you to sleep in peace. It's simply wonderful the way Tums bring fast relief from acid indigestion. So keep a roll of Tums tucked under your pillow. Do what thousands do. Night and day, at home or away, always keep Tums handy. 10 cents a roll, all drugstores. 3-roll package for $0.25. Tums for the tummy. T-U-M-S. And now, back to the Fosters.
Oh, gee, I hope that's a date.
There ought to be a way you could tell it's a date by the way the phone rings.
I hope it's somebody new. Somebody I could get a violent fever for.
You know, I could make a fortune with an invention like that.
Hello?
Hello, Judy.
Oh, hello, Jojo.
Listen, Judy, I'm pretty upset.
Why, Jojo?
Well, I didn't mind lending Mitzi to Mr. Quigley for one afternoon, but that's as far as I want to go.
Why? What's wrong?
There I was, trying to be a good guy, doing you a favor, and now what happens?
All right, what happened?
Now I can't get a date with Mitzi at all.
You can't?
No, she doesn't want to date anybody but older men.
Oh, gee, that's a shame, Jojo.
I'll say it's a shame, and it's all your fault. When I loaned Mitzi to Mr. Quigley, I lost her forever.
Oh, how gruesome.
Older men all the time. Why, do you know? Last night she went out with a guy 21 years old.
She did? Gee, what does she want to do that for?
Don't ask me. She doesn't like anybody anymore unless he's got one foot in the grave.
It's awfully morbid, isn't it?
Awful. Judy, how do you feel about younger men?
I feel fine about him. Why?
Gee, I wish I could get Mitzi to feel that way.
You do?
Yeah. Judy, I know just the way to do it.
How?
You have a little brother named Randolph, don't you?
Uh-huh.
I was wondering if I loaned Mitzi to Randolph for a couple of hours, do you think she'd get interested in younger men again?
A Date with Judy is written by Aline Leslie and stars Louise Erickson and Dix Davis. Original music was composed and played by Charles Cornell. The program was produced and directed by Helen Mack. This is Doug Gourley inviting you to be with us again next Tuesday at this same time to keep your date with Judy. And remember, night and day, at home or away, always carry Tums. T-U-M-S.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
Okay, that was A Date with Judy. And, Jake, how come you just sent me a text that said, "Hello, McLean. Long time no see. I've always admired how fill-in characteristic you are. Would you like to hear about a great money-making opportunity?"
I think you were on my autofill list that I was sending out to people.
Yeah, well, you forgot to fill in the positive character trait in there, so make sure you put that in
definitely.
For the rest of them.
Yeah, I emailed the guy who recruited me. He wrote back and said that I asked him how much he made, and he said he could be making $1 million. And I asked him how much he himself made, and he has not responded. Frankly, you've started to put a hint of doubt in my mind as to whether I'm going to make $1 million by the end of the year.
I hate to be the one to tell you this, Jake, but I don't think you're going to be making $1 million off of this ML.
You know what? I don't.
MLM.
McLean, MLM, thank you very much. And I don't appreciate the negativity you're bringing into my life right now.
Okay. I'll try to be more positive. I am positive you will not be making $1 million off the MLM.
Thank you. Introduce the next show while I psych myself up to make the sales pitch of a lifetime.
Okay.
To my online followers.
The last show we have for you today is an episode of Father Knows Best entitled Dad's Golf Tournament from May 11th, 1950. Father Knows Best is one of the more iconic traditional family sitcoms that kind of focuses on that mom, dad raising the kids sort of dynamic in the household. And I think it really holds up with a lot of the sitcoms of today. And as the title would suggest, it is a perfect selection for Father's Day. So this is the May 11th, 1950 episode of Father Knows Best.
Mother, is Maxwell House really the only coffee in the world?
Well, your father says so, and your father knows best.
Yes, it's Father Knows Best, transcribed in Hollywood, starring Robert Young as father. A half-hour visit with your neighbors, the Andersons, brought to you by America's favorite coffee, Maxwell House. The coffee that's always good to the last drop. There was once an ancient Greek, a lad named Zenobius, who probably didn't know a putter from the front end of a buggy whip. Yet in the year 154 A.D., he wrote, "Contests allow no excuses, no more do friendships." And if that doesn't describe the average golf tournament, it comes mighty, mighty close. Today in Springfield, in the White Frame House on Maple Street, we find that things haven't changed a great deal in the last 18 centuries. Customs and costumes may have altered slightly, but people go on forever, like this.
But, Mother, the whole play depends on it. I told them I'd buy a new dress.
I'm sorry, Betty. You had no right to tell them anything like that.
Mother, you don't understand. I'm the star. I'm Camille. And how can Camille die in an old dress?
You just have to manage, dear.
The greatest opportunity of my life. Everyone will be watching me, and I have to die in that old rag. I'll just die.
I'm sure you will, dear.
Mother, you're not even listening. Why can't I just ask him?
Betty, I know it means a great deal to you, but try to think of the rest of us. Your father's having so much trouble with his car. Now, if you ask him for a new dress... Oh, dear, I told them to be careful. Bud, what are you doing out there?
I wasn't doing anything, Mom.
Oh, he was too.
Kathy, you and Bud come in here this very minute.
Mother, couldn't we explain to him that it's really sort of an investment?
Betty, please, not now. Bud, what was that noise?
Noise? You mean just now?
Yes, just now.
You mean the noise that sounded like a window breaking?
Yes.
A window broke.
Bud, which window and who broke it?
It was the garage window.
And a rock broke it.
Mother, they've ruined everything. Now I'll never get the dress.
What did we do?
You broke a window, that's what. And Father will be all upset.
I didn't break a window. Kathy broke it.
I did not. You broke it just as much as I did.
I didn't even touch the rock.
Well, it was your golf club, and you told me what to do.
I did not.
You certainly did.
I certainly didn't.
Children, please. Will your father be home soon?
He's home now.
He is? Oh, dear. Kathy, don't you say anything to your father until I've had a chance to say...
Margaret!
Yes, Jim?
I'm home.
We're in the kitchen, dear.
He would have let me have the dress. I know he would. Now he never will, and it's all your fault.
Mine?
Yes, yours. You and that junior grade Frankenstein.
Mother!
Betty, please, I will not have you...
Well.
Oh, hello, dear.
What's going on in here?
Hello, Father.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Daddy.
How do you do, Clara, Lou, and Em?
Hi, honey.
Hello, dear.
As I said before, why the kitchen convention?
You're home a little early, aren't you, dear?
Yes, we finished a little earlier than usual this afternoon. What's the matter with the kids? They look as though they...
Dinner won't be ready for half an hour, Jim. I hope you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. I said...
So many things came up this afternoon. I've been busy trying to get them straightened out.
Margaret.
Yes, dear?
What happened?
What do you mean, dear?
I'm being steered away from something. What is it?
Daddy.
I should have known. All right, Kathy, whose window is it this time?
Ours, the one in the garage.
Well, that's a novelty.
I guess it was my fault, too, Dad. I was showing her how to play golf.
I won't ever do it again, Daddy.
Well, you don't have to look so solemn about it. You certainly didn't do it on purpose. Did you?
Oh, no, Daddy.
There's nothing so terrible about breaking a window. Just an accident, that's all.
Jim.
Yes, Margaret?
Do you feel all right, dear?
Sure I feel all right. I feel fine. Why?
I was just wondering.
Father.
Betty. Please.
But, Mother, as long as he feels that way.
Jim, I told her quite definitely that it was out of the question.
What is?
Father, I have to have a new dress. It's for the third act of Camille, and I told the dramatic coach I would, and it's only $17, and it's just beautiful for when she dies.
Who, the coach?
Father, Camille.
Betty, I told you just a few minutes ago.
Just a second, Margaret. If the dress is that important, and Betty promised, well, there's no reason why she can't get it.
Father!
Holy cow.
It's only $17. What's that?
Wait till I tell Janie Liggett.
Jim, are you sure you feel all right?
Never felt better in my life. Margaret, do you know what I did this afternoon?
No, dear, but if you want to lie down...
I beat Jim Hathaway.
That's fine, dear, if you want to lie down for a while before dinner.
Oh, it's pale green, Father, and it's just like pistachio whipped cream.
Fine. Margaret, you don't understand. Jim Hathaway was a 3-1 favorite. He was even money to win the whole tournament. And I beat him. Don't you see what that means? I'm in the semifinals.
Daddy!
Holy cow, Dad, no kidding.
15 years and I finally made it. The semifinals.
With pale makeup and a soft spotlight. Oh, Father, I'm the happiest girl in the world.
Yes, sir, 15 years. And that isn't the best part. Do you know who I have to play? Ed Davis. And if I can't beat him, I'll hang up my shoes.
Why?
What?
Why will you hang up your shoes?
That's just an expression, Kathy. It means I'll give up.
Wearing shoes?
No, Kathy, playing golf.
Gosh, Dad, you might even win the cup, mightn't you?
I certainly might. But you should have seen the putts I dropped today. 18 feet, 20 feet, I was the hottest thing on the golf course. If I can just keep it up for 2 more rounds...
Jim, I don't like to interrupt, but if we're ever going to have dinner...
Is it all right if I call Janie, Mother?
Yes, dear.
Come on, Kathy, let's go out in the backyard. I'll show you and Bud how golf should really be played.
Oh, boy.
I get shown first.
Jim, be sure you don't wander off somewhere.
We'll be right here, Margaret.
I'll call you when dinner's ready.
That'll be fine, honey.
Say, Dad, we've been using that old 5-iron you gave me.
Oh, wait a second, Bud. Say, Ed.
Jim, I was just coming over to see you.
Ed, did you hear what I did to Jim Hathaway? It was murder.
I know. They called me from the club. Jim, I've got a terrific favor to ask of you.
Okay. What's the matter with you?
Oh, I've got a cold. The worst cold I've ever had my whole life.
Hello, Mr. Davis.
Hello, Kathy. Bud.
Hi.
Don't get too close to me. I'm a walking germ.
Boy, you certainly picked up a pip.
Jim, would it be all right with you if we postponed our match until Sunday?
Gosh, I don't know, Ed. That's when the finals are supposed to be played.
I know, Jim, but I'm pretty sure I could lick this cold by Sunday. Then I could play the semifinals in the morning and the finals in the afternoon.
Oh, you can you? What happened to me?
Oh, Jim, let's face it. If I can't lick you, I'll hang up my shoes.
Wait a minute. I wouldn't ask you, Jim, but this is a big thing in my life. I've been trying to reach the finals for 10 years.
I've been trying for 15.
Oh, Jim, let's not be ridiculous. You don't stand a chance, and you know it.
Oh, I don't I?
Oh, I could spot you 6 strokes aside and still beat you, but with this cold...
Well, maybe I won't win. But at least I don't go around trying to build up an alibi.
Meaning what?
Meaning I could beat you with or without a cold, and you know it.
Jim, we've been friends for a long time.
That's got nothing to do with it. Golf is golf. And if you can't play tomorrow, you'll forfeit the match.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine after all the things I've done for you.
And you're taking the wrong attitude about this whole thing. I want to beat you fair and square.
Yeah.
But how can I if you let a little thing like a cold get you down?
A little thing? I'm so weak I could hardly see.
Sure, because you aren't trying to fight it.
Jim.
When you get into the house, fix yourself a hot lemonade, take 2 aspirins, and then concentrate.
Jim.
Say to yourself, I haven't got a cold. Never had a cold. I'm too strong and healthy to get a cold. Believe me, it's all in your mind. God bless you.
Thank you.
Remember that guy Koo-A? Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better and better.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him anyway?
He died. But, Ed, it works. I've tried it. You can talk yourself out of practically anything.
Yeah, you sure can. Well, if that's the way you want it, Jim.
Ed, I'm trying to help you.
Okay, I'll be there in the morning if they have to carry me on a stretcher.
And don't forget the hot lemonade and aspirin. That'll help, too.
Thanks, Jim. Every day and every way, you've been a great help.
See you tomorrow.
Dad, we aren't going to have much time.
Oh, sure we are. Where's the ball?
We don't have a ball. That's why we had to use rocks.
What happened to that practice ball I gave you? You know, the cotton one.
It's over near the garage.
Well, get it.
We can't. It's stuck in back of a big log.
That's right, Dad. You can't reach it unless we get the log out of the way.
I've never seen a more helpless pair of kids in my life. Is this it?
Uh-huh. Over there, in that.
But I'll lift the log and you reach in for the ball.
Okay, Dad.
Are you ready?
You bet.
1, 2, 3.
It's heavy, isn't it, Daddy?
Well, my hands must have slipped. Let's try it again, Bud. Ready?
Right.
1, 2, 3. Oh!
What's the matter, Dad?
I don't know. Something snapped, and Oh.
Gosh.
I can't straighten up.
Daddy!
Maybe your suspenders got stuck.
But I don't wear suspenders.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Fine son you turned out to be. I'm in mortal agony, and you have to make jokes.
I wasn't making any jokes, Dad.
Daddy!
Oh, my back. What is it, Kathy?
I know how you can fix it.
You do, huh?
Sure. All you have to say is, every day in every way, I'm standing upper and upper and upper.
Kathy, do you know what'll happen if I take my belt off?
Uh-huh, your pants will fall down.
Over the country, you've been seeing good news about coffee in your grocery stores. Maxwell House coffee featured at lower prices. And these days, you'll be seeing more of the same good news. Still lower prices on America's favorite brand of coffee. A welcome occasion for everybody. You, your grocer, and Maxwell House, too. Now that wonderful good to the last drop flavor is yours to enjoy at the lowest prices in months. Rich, satisfying flavor you can count on cup after cup, day after day. Because with Maxwell House coffee, we have just one aim. To bring you the most in flavor and real enjoyment every pound you buy. To bring you truly good coffee at the lowest possible price. That's why Maxwell House gives you so much more flavor for your money. Your money's worth and more in pleasure and satisfaction. And at today's prices, it's more than ever today's coffee buy. Next time you shop, look for that familiar blue Maxwell House tin in your store. Featured these days at the lowest prices in months. Start enjoying coffee that's always good to the last drop.
The sands of time run slowly in the white frame house on Maple Street. An hour has passed, but not Jim Anderson's affliction. Surrounded by a solicitous family, Father waits the arrival of Dr. Simmons, and sympathy flows in a steady stream through the Anderson living room, like this.
Jim, I've told you repeatedly, you're not a child. You can't do things like that.
Like what? All I did was try to lift the...
It hurts, huh, Dad?
Of course not. I just like to groan, that's all. Betty, what's the matter with you?
Oh, nothing, Father.
Then why are you staring at me?
Well, it's for Camille, really. I'm doing research.
What are you talking about?
Oh, the play. I have to die in the third act, and you're making the most wonderful faces.
Oh, that's fine. That's just great. I have a broken back, and my daughter uses it for research. You know, this is the most cold-blooded family I've ever known.
But, Father...
Margaret, call the doctor again. Tell him it's an emergency.
I did, Jim, and they said he'd be here as soon as possible.
Fine doctor he turned out to be. Anytime you need him, he's out. Operating on people, delivering babies. He's never around when you need him for anything important.
Father, about the dress.
Betty, this is hardly the time.
But, Mother, I have to go to the rehearsal.
Well, go ahead. Nobody's stopping you.
I can't go unless you give me the $17.
Then stay home.
Father!
Doesn't it mean anything to you that I'm practically dying? I lie here doubled up like a pretzel?
Hey, you know, I didn't have any dinner.
But how can you think of food at a time like this?
Well, I'm a growing boy.
We'll all have our dinner in just a little while, Bud.
Here's the hot water bottle, Mommy. I got it as hot as I could.
Oh, thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
People go around breaking windows, hitting golf balls in back of logs.
Jim, let me put the hot water bottle on your back.
I don't want it on my back. It hurts enough the way it is.
Gosh, Dad, how are you going to play golf tomorrow?
Golf? I'll be lucky if I'm still alive. Oh, no.
What is it, Jim?
Ed Davis. What am I going to tell him?
Well, why don't you just tell him?
Margaret, I can't. He'd never believe that I hurt my back. Not after the argument we had.
Daddy told him about Mr. Pooey.
Who?
Every day in every way.
Kathy, go to bed.
We haven't had my dinner.
Then behave yourself and be quiet.
Yes, Daddy.
Man tries to do the right thing, the honorable thing, and what happens? Nobody believes that he... Bud.
Yes, Dad?
Give me a hand. I want to get up.
Okay.
Jim, do you think it's wise...
I've got to call Ed Davis, Margaret. I just thought of something.
Can't we call him for you?
No, I've got to do it myself.
Jim, please be careful.
I'm being careful. You don't see me leaping into the air, do you? Oh.
Grab his other arm, Betty.
Father, it's only $17.
When I was a boy, people were considerate. They were thoughtful and kind.
Pull, will you, Betty?
When people were dying, they at least showed them the proper respect. They didn't follow them down to the grave, hounding them for $17.
There you are, Dad. How do you feel?
Never mind how I feel. Just help me over to the phone.
Father, while you're standing up...
Betty.
Yes, Father?
Go away.
But, Father...
I said go away. Bud and I can manage alone.
Jumping creepers. After I told everybody I was going to get
She
it.
wouldn't care if somebody dropped a bomb on my head, just as long as she got that idiotic dress.
You want me to dial the Davises for you, Dad?
Thank you very much, Bud. You've been a great help.
Oh, that's okay, Dad. Say, Dad, you won't be able to use the car tonight, and I just thought...
Well, stop thinking. You had the car last night, and that's enough. Here, let me have it.
Holy cow.
Hello? Oh, hello, Ed. This is Jim Anderson.
Oh, hello, Jim. Say I owe you an apology.
Oh, that's all right, Ed. You know, I've been thinking things over, and I don't see any reason why we can't postpone our match until Sunday.
What for?
Well, I want you to be at your best, Ed, and that'll give you a chance to get over your cold.
What cold? Jim, I don't know how to thank you. I did just what you said, and I feel like a new man.
What?
Oh, I've still got a couple of sniffles, but I feel great.
You do, huh?
You certainly knew what you were talking about. Every day and every way. That's a great system.
It is, huh?
Yes, sir. You'll have to play some pretty sharp golf to beat me tomorrow. Say, wouldn't you like to go out to the driving range and hit a few?
No thanks, Ed. I'll just take it easy tonight.
Okay, pal. See you in the morning.
Yes, I'll, see you in the morning. Every day and every way I ought to have my brains examined.
What did Mr. Davis say, Dad?
He feels fine, Bud, just fine. Let's go back to the couch.
Okay.
Jim, I don't understand what this is all about. If you can't play golf, why don't you tell him?
Margaret, there are certain things that women just don't... let me down easy, Bud.
Okay, Dad.
Oh.
Father.
Betty, you and Kathy go into the kitchen and fix your dinners.
But, Mother...
You waited long enough. Now go ahead.
How about me, Mom? I'm starved.
You can wait a little longer, Bud. The doctor may need you. Now, Jim, will you please explain all this foolishness about Ed Davis?
There's nothing foolish about it, Margaret. He said he had a cold, and I said he was trying to set up an alibi. Now, if I say I hurt my back...
Two grown men acting like a couple of silly schoolboys.
What's so silly about schoolboys?
I'm sorry, Bud.
Margaret, unless I can convince Ed Davis...
But you don't have to convince him. Dr. Simmons will certainly tell him.
Say, that's right. If the doc tells me I can't play, then I can't play, can I? Well, it's about time.
Bud, let the doctor in like a good boy.
Then can I have my dinner?
We'll see, dear.
Holy cow.
Doctors, always rushing around, never get any place, make a big production out of everything. If I ran my business the way they do, I'd be looking for a job in a week.
Jim, please don't start.
Well, hello, Margaret. What's all the fuss about?
Oh, hello, Doctor.
It's about time you showed up, you old quack.
So I'm finally going to get my hooks into you. What do you know?
Fine doctor. Listen to that bedside manner. He's going to get his hooks into me.
Oh. Doctor, will you need Bud for anything?
Oh, I don't think so.
All right, Bud, go in and have your dinner, dear.
Well, good for me.
You know, Margaret, I was talking to Mrs. Swain about you the other day.
Really?
That's right. She was telling me about that hospital service you were trying to organize last year. It's a wonderful idea.
Oh, well, thank you.
Doc, if you have any free time next week, Margaret, why don't you drop into my office? I may be able to help you.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
Doc, what's the matter with you?
Remember me? I'm the emergency.
Well, I know. What's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing much. Just a broken back, that's all.
Yes, you look just like a broken back.
He says it's quite painful, Doctor.
Well, let's take a look at it. Turn around.
I can't turn around.
Oh, stop acting like a jackass. Turn around.
Calls himself a doctor. If I didn't like his sister, I wouldn't even let him in the house.
Is that where it hurts?
You know darn well that's where it hurts.
Well, hold still for a second.
What are you going to do?
Never mind what I'm going to do. Just hold still.
Ow!
Okay, now go to bed and put some heat on it.
Was it anything serious, Doctor?
No, of course not. You know, Margaret, we've needed a volunteer service at the hospital for years. And if you can just get it started...
Hey, Doc.
I'm talking to Margaret.
Well, I hate to interrupt anything so vital, but what else do I do?
I just told you, go to bed and put heat on your back.
Is that all?
Well, I can send a nurse around to hold your hand, if that's what you want.
You mean it wasn't serious?
It was a simple dislocation. And if you'd remember that you were 40 instead of 4, it wouldn't happen.
Gosh, I can stand up.
Isn't that wonderful? Only 40 years old, and he can stand up.
Be careful.
Oh, he's all right, Margaret. In the morning, you'll never know there's anything wrong with him.
Is that so? I'm as weak as a cat, and you know it.
Well, it may take a few days, but you'll be all right.
In the meantime, I'd better stay in bed, huh?
No, I wouldn't do that, Jim. If you let that spine stiffen up, you're liable to run into trouble. I'd prescribe some light exercise. Of course, you won't do so well, but why don't you go over to the club in the morning and play a little golf? Oh, It's been such welcome news to see lower prices on Maxwell House coffee in the stores. And now that news is even better. These days, grocers everywhere are featuring Maxwell House at lower prices still. Now you folks who always drink Maxwell House can enjoy it at the lowest prices in months. And you folks who haven't been getting that wonderful good to the last drop flavor, now's the time to bring home a familiar blue Maxwell House tin. See how much more pleasure you find in a cup of coffee when it holds the world's most famous flavor. Flavor so rich and mellow, flavor you can count on, because we'll never compromise on the quality of a single pound. For wonderfully good coffee, for today's coffee buy, look for Maxwell House, featured these days at still lower prices, the lowest prices in months. It's always good to the last drop. It's morning now, and in the white frame house on Maple Street, there's a heavy blanket of gloom in the master bedroom. This is one morning when the master feels anything but masterful, like this.
Dr. Simmons probably took his training in a school for feeble-minded veterinarians.
Jim, I think you're being very foolish about this whole thing. You can't even put on your sweater alone, and how can you play golf?
I don't know, but I'm going to try. Nobody's going to say I gave up without a fight.
Jim.
If he'd only told me to stay in bed for a few days, or just one day, I could have asked the Rules Committee for a postponement. That's all I need. I'll be fine tomorrow.
Jim Anderson, if you don't call Ed Davis this very instant...
Wait a minute.
If you'll just explain to him...
Margaret, listen.
What?
Oh, honey, have you ever heard anything more beautiful in all your life?
Jim, what is it?
It's raining!
Did you know? Now there's an instant coffee with roaster fresh, pure coffee flavor. It's Instant Maxwell House, the instant coffee with a famous flavor, the happiest combination in coffee. Wonderful, good to the last drop flavor, combined with the convenience of thrift of coffee made instantly in the cup. Unlike most instant coffees, it's all rich, pure coffee, nothing added. Tomorrow, try the instant coffee with a famous flavor, Instant Maxwell House, instantly good to the last drop. Join us
us again next week when we'll be back with Father Knows Best, starring Robert Young as Jim Anderson, with Roy Bargy and the Maxwell House Orchestra, and yours truly, Bill Foreman. Don't forget, membership cards for the Robert Young Good Drivers Club are waiting for you at your local NBC station. Get a man-to-man or dad-to-daughter pledge and sign up today. Be a good driver. Get your membership card in the Robert Young Good Drivers Club today. Now, until next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's favorite brand of coffee. Always good to the last drop. Father Knows Best was transcribed in Hollywood and written by Ed James. Now stay tuned in for the Screen Guild Theater, which follows immediately over most of these stations. Stay tuned for Mad for Music, starring Joan Evans on NBC.
All right, that was Father Knows Best. And Jake, how's that?
Yeah.
How's the sales going?
So I went to check my my email.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out the company that recruited me, all of the big guys in that company got sent to prison for running a pyramid scheme.
Scheme, yeah.
So,
that is what I said.
Yeah, well, you know...
Think maybe that's connected?
You did say things were said. What are we going to do with all these ties?
I don't know. Could we just throw them away? It's not like they're worth anything.
McLean, I spent, well... It came out of our joint account for the podcast, but so we spent a good chunk of change on these, McLean.
How much did you spend on these?
You know, we could just stand on the street corner, hawk them like old-timey merchants.
Jake, how much did you spend on these neckties?
Like maybe say things like, get around, you forget, you not get a tie for your dad for Father's Day? Well, here we are, we got
Jake,
ties for
ties.
you.
Hand me one of the ties.
Here.
Huh. It's a nice tie. Do you think it'll fit around your neck?
That's kind of the idea of a tie. Why do you ask?
Yeah. Here, put it on.
Oh, yeah, sure. Anyway, we could say, hey, you, how's the Music Man thing go? Either you are closing your eyes to a situation you wish to acknowledge.
Jake, tighten the tie. Yeah, here,
what?
Let me help you.
Yeah, sure. There's trouble in River City, and the solution is a tie, a capital T that a capital T that rhymes with P
tighter.
That stands for okay. What?
Tighter.
It's getting a little tight here, McLean. You know?
Yeah, tighten it.
I don't think I want to tighten it anymore.
Just a little bit more.
Thanks for coming by the yesterday today, folks. We'll see you next week. And if you want a tie, please contact me. McLean, I can't tighten it anymore.
I can. Let me have it.
No,